I came across a post um about this lady that lost her child. Her name is Chimamanda Adichie, the popular Chimamanda that all of us know about. So it turned out her son was sick and they needed to take him outside the country for medical attention. But the medical team that was supposed to receive him requested a procedure. I think it was like an MRI and some kind of lumbar puncture test. I'm not sure what it was for, but they required this test to be done. And the mother, being Chimamanda, asked, "Where is the best hospital in Lagos that could have this test done?" I think they referred her to Evercare Hospital or Evercare, something like that, though, in Lagos, to have this procedure done. And for the MRI, they needed to sedate the little child to have the child stay still throughout the entire procedure. And it turned out that a propofol that was given to the child looks like there was some kind of overdose. I'm not sure, but that's what the story has it. And after they gave the child the medication, something the child didn't wake up. But in the mother's testimony of what happened, she is alleging that they gave the child a propofol and no proper monitoring was done. And I'm like, how do you give a child propofol and you don't even monitor? Like, how does that happen? Nigerians are smart people. We have some of the best medical professionals outside the country, but I don't understand how an anesthesiologist over there in Nigeria would give a medication like propofol to a little child and neglect to monitor properly. And in the course of the testimony, the mother also said that when the child became unresponsive, at some point the anesthesiologist or one of the members of the medical team casually turned off the oxygen and put the child on his shoulder for transport. And I'm like, whoa, how do you remove a child who is unstable and unconscious from oxygen and you say you are transporting them to wherever? How about those oxygen cylinders, those small oxygen cylinders that they use for transport? I'm sure a hospital as big and as expensive as that Evercare hospital would at least have those small oxygen cylinders for transporting a child in such unstable condition. Like, how does that even happen? Which brings me to this. Why is nobody talking about investing heavily in medical tourism in Nigeria? Do you know the amount of population we have in Nigeria? Do you know the amount of billionaires that we have in that country? Every time something happens to a very important personality, they are flown out. Imagine the other day, Senate President Akpabio fainted twice. They had to fly him to UK. Ekwere Madu's daughter needed some kind of kidney transplant, was it? They flew her to UK, and that's Casalenta, their head there in the UK. Why is nobody talking about investing in medical tourism? All this money that they are stealing, that they are going to lodge in their offshore account, why not invest it in medical tourism? And don't even tell me about the fact that, oh, where is the money to pay? All those Nigerians that are going abroad, if fly perch on their head, small thing, they are going abroad. Ear infection, they are going abroad. Headache, they are going abroad. All those people, if we have good medical facilities in Nigeria, talking about medical tourism, they won't go abroad. They will rather go to the hospitals that we have in Nigeria and get their treatment. Even all the surrounding West African countries, imagine all of them coming to Nigeria. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. If we have good investment in medical tourism, all these African countries around Nigeria, they'll all be coming there for medical treatment. Yes, when most of them grab this money that they grab, you know what I'm talking about. They put it in real estate. Real estate is oversaturated. You guys should start thinking about investing in medical tourism. All these big hospitals that you see abroad here in the US, in the UK, they are all owned by private individuals. All the big names hospitals in America here, they are all owned by private individuals. The government only just makes sure, they put systemic things in place so that everybody can at least be able to get access to medical care by way of insurance. but the big medical institutions abroad are all privately owned. So Nigerian billionaires, this message is to you guys. You guys should think about investing heavily in medical tourism. The problem of Nigeria, like I always say, can only be solved by Nigerians. It's our problem, we can fix it.